Excuse me. Are those for the Fox agency?
Yes.
Good. I'll take them in for you.
Who are you?
The competition.
Oh.
Police.
7 and 3 is 9. And 4 and 9 is 13. And 12 and 1 is 13 plus 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. You'll never beat me now.
Sorry. My card wins the hand.
You cheated again. Hey, business. Hide the cards. It's not locked. Come right in. Take a chair. I'm up to my neck in work, but I can always... Oh, what a great honor. Inspector Nardelli. I bet the chief sent you over to see if you could get me back on the force. Can't get along without the old fox, right?
Yeah, the department's falling to pieces.
Well, you tell the chief that I'll gladly come back for double my old salary with a car allowance and 6 weeks holiday a year like garbage collectors get.
Very funny.
Well, I make more than that here. I have the best clientele in town. Financiers, diplomats, oil sheiks.
I hope you have lawyers, too.
Oh, of course I do. The very best. Goldberg and Sweetie. They're clients of mine.
Hey, Inspector, is your pal here a demolition expert?
You won't need this office much longer. In fact, you won't be needing any office for about the next 30 years.
You mean I have to get out?
You're going to prison, pal, where you'll have plenty of time to think over the fact that you can't take the law into your own hands. When you were a cop, you were always acting like a private eye. And now you pretend you're back on the force, spraying bullets at people as if they were targets.
I'm sorry, you'll have to explain yourself better than that.
Tancredi, have you found that damn gun or not?
I don't have a gun.
Nah, I haven't found anything. Where is it?
I told you, Inspector, I never carry a gun. I don't need one.
Go ahead and answer.
Excuse me, huh? Hello. Ah, it's you. It's a reporter on the Morning Star. Tell me the latest. What do you mean, nothing? Well, I've got a real hot item for you, a real scoop. Listen, did you know that 3 terrorists tried to kidnap the daughter of the French consul here? You didn't. And you know who saved her? One of the men on the squad run by my good friend and former boss, Inspector Nardelli. Sure. No, I'm afraid I don't know who it was. But you can get that directly from Nardelli. Of course I will. Hey, listen. Remember what I said, huh? Lots of praise for the police. Okay, so long. Sorry, Inspector, you were saying?
I was saying what a son of a gun you are. Tancredi, come on. Stop.
Wally, you're a magician. You're better than Mandrake.
Poor old Mandrake. The fox has got him beat. It's time for lunch.
Here's your wine.
The horse.
You never know in this place. Oh, boy.
Who hasn't been served yet?
I'm going to take this joint right off my list. How long do we have to wait?
Now then, what can I bring you to start with? We got minestrone, antipasto, spaghetti.
No, we'll just have a main dish, a plate of hash, maybe. We're simply not very hungry.
As usual, I'm living for the day when the two of you come in here and order a complete meal.
I've told you, we have no appetite.
No appetite. What you guys got no of is money.
Very funny. You know, that fat pig is a genius at ruining the entire day. Here, you read the bad news.
Same old story. Electricity,
Gas,
telephone, installment on a car.
The car. And a check bounce.
Yeah, check bounce.
Rubber check. I should be a detective.
Wow, from Austria now.
Austria? Why, a bill from Austria?
Beats me. Here, I don't dig Austrian.
They speak German in Austria. You know, your ignorance is so abysmal, I wonder what I pay you for.
Come on, with the money you pay, you want maybe an Einstein?
Listen, jerk. You're about to talk yourself out of a meal, get it? It's for my pal Carl. He wants me to find a girl who's in Rome, right? Her father's a banker in Vienna.
Pretty kid. Very pretty. Nice. Love those melons.
What's that? You don't mean you want fruit?
This fruit I wouldn't mind.
Funny. The letter says this photo is the most recent. This guy might be a clue to where she is.
Yeah, and a damn lucky clue.
Whoa, he says in the letter he put a check in here with it. Where is it? Here it is. Is it ever? 2,000 American dollars.
Come on in. There, is that the one?
Yeah, that's my boy, all right.
He's very small time, nobody important. His nickname's Strip. He's a pimp. Works in the San Lorenzo area.
Thanks, Nardelli.
Glad to help. Oh, Wally. I advise you to go carefully. This guy isn't just a stud. He works the gay joints.
Ah, I suppose I'll have to tell him where he can phone you. So long, Nardelli.
So long, wise guy.
Hey, baby, how much do you want?
If there's two of you, that's 15 each.
Holy cow, I hope it's cheaper by the dozen. What's it made out of, solid gold?
Go to hell, you fool, and take that jerk with you.
I didn't say nothing, I just come along for the ride. Ah, forget it, she cost too much.
What the hell, cheapskate? You got no business bothering a poor working girl. She's on scooters here.
Hey, Buster, you've been waiting here for almost half an hour. Which is it? You going with me or do you want the girl?
You're my man.
Great, I'll give you a good time for a 10 spot.
Not me, baby. Have a look at this. You recognize yourself? Watch it. You tell me where I can find that girl, or I'll give you a good time absolutely free.
Geez, what do you want from me? She was a troublemaker. I put her out about a month ago. The meathead was too smart. She never wanted to work.
Where is she?
I don't know. Someone said she's hanging out with those freaky Indians. You know, the ones that shave their hair off completely.
The Bonzes.
I don't know what the hell they're called.
Thanks for the information.
Hey, hold on. What's she done you're all looking for?
Who else is looking?
You are.
You said all.
It must have slipped out, that's all. Sorry. Don't hit me again, I'll tell you. It was Peg Leg Vincenzo. They call him that because he's got a club foot. He limps when he walks. It's not a real peg leg. He was here this evening.
Why was he looking for her?
Peg Leg told me exactly as much as you did.
What did you tell him?
She went over these Indians.
Yeah, but I had to slap it out of you.
You think he didn't? Hey.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
You go and wait for us in the car.
Okay.
That's her there, the altar.
How about that? I hardly touch her and she faints.
Go on. Time's right. Well, she was right here.
Where the hell she got to?
She must be somewhere around.
She would have had to pass me to get out front.
You're right. She's gone out the back then. Get after her.
What a mess. You're no featherweight, but you're worth a pile of money. Look it! Bunch of old ladies. Would you look at that? Good morning, honey.
Who are you?
Very famous. The Fox. The greatest private eye in the world. Brilliant detective. But you can call me Wally for short.
But
Come on.
where am I and why?
Because a certain Herr von Straben paid me money to find you. And I arrived there 2 minutes before another group that was after you.
But what's made my father worry about me all of a sudden?
How do I know? Hey, maybe it's that last picture you sent home. He was a little upset.
I meant to teach him a lesson. My dear father could use it.
Oh, you succeeded perfectly.
You mean you'll make me return to Austria?
That's what I'll earn my money for doing. You made me miss the gold, damn it. You may as well turn the TV off. What the hell?
Some jobs must be really horrible, like prison guard and hangman and...
Absolutely awful.
My father never paid much attention to me.
I never met mine.
My mother passed away when I was 3.
Mine died when I was a baby.
Nurses, teachers, governesses don't love you. They don't show affection.
Neither does the staff at the orphanage.
I tried to find out what was missing from my life through drugs.
I chose apples.
I became a prostitute to support my habit.
And I owe Apple Mary a real fortune. Look, baby, it's about time you realize I've been to this movie before. I've been to all of them. Every one, huh?
Now the great Krishna is my new father.
Yeah, well, I have to take you back to your old father. Then it's up to you to decide which one you want, all right?
I definitely refuse to return to Austria.
Look, honey, all I've got in here is a callus. And I'm afraid your sobbing doesn't affect it.
Please, I'll do whatever you ask. I'll do anything. Take me if you want, but don't make me go home.
What do you want? Pneumonia?
My body's the only thing I have to offer. You can have me. It isn't important. For me, the body isn't sacred. It's only an instrument to be used, like a car for traveling.
Well, I happen to have a car already, so get dressed, or I'm going to need a valve job. Everything has to happen to me. Nuts. Annalise. Annalise. Calm down. Come on. Be a good girl. Come on. Hey, what is it? You crazy? Hey, look. Here. What you got there? Let me see. A message. In case of an attack, please administer Naurugan. Where do I get it? Keep calm. I'm going to the drugstore.
Hey, the prescription. Wait a minute, sir. You didn't give me the prescription.
I forgot it. Annalise, I'm back. Annalise, Annalise. If I ever get hold of Krishna...
Thank you.
They've got her. Anyone here? Can I interrupt?
Oh.
But who's he?
I don't know. Who are you looking for? Ain't you heard a knocking?
Listen, are you Mrs. Pegleg Vincenzo?
My husband's Mario Vincenzo, not Pegleg anything.
Maybe you're looking for a fist in the face.
Keep your shirt on, Shorty. And save your energy. You'll be needing all you've got.
I don't have to save no energy. Look, I'll show you who's...
Will you be good?
Give him a chance to talk.
Where can I find Pegleg?
Your guess is as good as mine, that stupid, filthy pig. He never tells me where he goes.
I bet he has no idea of what you're up to either. And if he ever finds out...
Teresa, let me teach him a lesson.
Keep quiet, he'll flatten you.
Listen, just tell me where your husband is and I'll forget everything I've seen. You have my word on it.
He's gone to Austria. But why he's gone, I have no idea. Sometimes he just leaves.
Thanks. So long, Shorty. Be good. Take it easy.
Just let me get my hands on that guy. He'll learn who he's calling short.
Ah, shut up, Shorty.
I don't know why you want to go to Vienna. I mean, you could have telephoned.
I'm the fox, remember that. I go to Vienna and snick, capture the hen that lays the golden dollars.
And just think of the cost of getting there.
Can't you see that it's an investment? Will you get wise? Her father's a banker.
So you go and spend your last cent. Remember, my meals have to be paid for. Any day they'll disconnect the telephone.
Pay what you can. So long, Benny.
One question before you go. Where do I get the money?
In the account, naturally. I think there's still 6 or 8 million in it. So long.
6 or 8 million. But we don't even have a bank account.
My detective agency is the most important one in Vienna. We have files on all the criminals. This way.
Quite a setup.
These are electronic card files. They were built by a German firm.
I know the design.
They work perfectly, and they're connected with the headquarters of all the police forces in Europe. And these are electromagnetic memory banks.
And that's your readout terminal.
Exactly. They keep me constantly informed.
That's a nice old model.
What's that? You mean you have something more modern?
Show me some more.
There's another department in there. If you like, we can take a look at it later.
All we need is James Bond.
After you. This is my own office. Naturally, I keep it separate from the other section.
Herr Carpenter.
Ah, yes, in Italy we do the same thing. On one side, technicians, and on the other, secretaries.
You know my only problem? Maintaining contact with my operatives scattered all over the world.
Oh, I've solved that.
How do you mean?
I mean, 3 guesses.
I bet that you've installed...
You've guessed it.
What did it cost you, huh?
What did it cost? A couple million or so.
That's impossible.
Too much, huh?
Too little. A couple of million Italian liras. Ridiculous.
But I was talking about dollars.
That's impossible.
Too little.
No, too much.
Hey, listen, weren't we supposed to have an appointment with Straben?
Von Straben. Yeah, we'll go there now. He's been in the hospital recently.
Ah.
He had a car accident, but today's at the bank. Come in!
Herr Corporal, Signora Tricase wants to see you.
Oh, it's not possible. This amounts to real persecution. Well, that's life. Come on, let's go face her, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, my dear Signora Tricase. Dear lady.
Yes?
Unfortunately, I'm terribly busy today. You see, I'm just leaving. I have an appointment. A very important appointment.
I understand perfectly. I don't mind. I'll wait here until you come back, if that's all right with you.
By all means, if you care to do so. Let's go. After you.
Thanks. Cold, huh?
No, look at me.
That lady was Italian, I guess.
Yes, that's right. She's an immigrant. The poor thing has a fixation that her 14-year-old daughter was murdered, whereas according to the police and me, she was killed in a traffic accident. But she refuses to listen, keeps crying and
Poor
insisting.
woman. Hey, your jalape's the same color as mine.
Do you have a Porsche special?
Nah, they eat up too much gas.
Good afternoon. Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
I was just about to telephone you, Herr Corporal.
Perhaps we were too punctual.
I should have phoned you earlier. I just wanted to inform you that you can discontinue the search for my daughter as of now. I fear I judged her too hastily. Annalisa returned home last night of her own free will.
But Carl.
Splendid.
Regarding the remuneration for your services, here. Tell me if that is adequate.
Indeed it is. Thank you.
I hope you have all those pictures of Annalisa with you. I'd like them back, if you don't mind.
Naturally. Of course you brought them, didn't you?
No, I didn't. They're in my hotel.
That's all right. There's no hurry. As long as I know they can't fall into indiscreet hands.
Don't worry. You'll have the photographs back by tomorrow, right?
Sure.
Well, gentlemen, excuse me, will you? I'm afraid I have to leave you now. Business calls, you know. Good day.
Auf Wiedersehen.
So long.
Thanks again.
Uti, did you cash that check I gave you?
Yes, I did, Herr Corporal.
Thank you, Uti. Your share partner.
Oh, thanks. Well.
Not bad, huh? I mean, for not doing anything.
But maybe that's the reason he was so generous. To make sure we kept out of it.
I guess so. He wants to deal with the kidnappers directly.
But it's a pity, really. With that lead we have on Pegleg Vincenzo, we probably could have nailed him good.
Yeah, I'll bet you could. Oh, well, let me show you the sights of Vienna.
Oh, no, thanks. I've got to get back to Italy.
Right away?
Ah, you know business. I've got a hell of a lot of work to do. Do you mind if I make a phone call to Rome?
No, help yourself.
Thanks.
04, then 06, then your Rome number.
Oh, you don't have to go anywhere. From you, I have no secrets.
Are you talking to me? You are talking to me. Yeah?
Hello, Miss Rossi. Fox calling from Vienna. Put me through to Central Section.
What do you mean, Wally? What is this?
The Central Section, this is Fox calling from Vienna. Give me Beta Prime.
Oh, you must have been drinking. This is Benny here.
Hello, Beta Prime. Is everything okay down there?
Like hell it is. Yesterday I had another argument with the landlord.
But he talked in the end, right?
You bet, and he shouted. If I hadn't begun crying, the furniture would be out in the street.
Oh, by the way, that intercontinental cable, is that running all right now, or are they going to put in another one?
It's okay. There's nothing to worry about. There won't be any more trouble with the telephone because tomorrow they're going to cut it off.
Splendid. I'll be back by tomorrow morning. So long, Beta Prime, and thank you. There's the proof for you. Whenever I'm not at the Rome office, everything comes unstuck.
The Germans have a saying, Arbeit über alles, which means work comes first.
You said it. Excuse me, miss.
Come on, I'll take you to the airport. No, on second thought, I better let Udi take you to the airport. You don't mind, I hope.
Not at all.
Better she than me.
Yeah.
After you. My goodness, are you still waiting?
You told her to wait, remember?
Yes, that's right, you did. You told me I should stay here and wait for you. Then you said we could have a talk.
I said we could have a talk? I don't remember. The point is, dear lady, we've done all we can. Everything possible, in fact, as you know.
Oh, please, Herr Corporal. If you could only investigate a little longer.
Well, my colleague and I have talked about it. He's an Italian detective.
Really? Are you really an Italian detective?
Oh, yes, one of the best in the profession and one of the most famous. You tell him your troubles. Excuse me, Wally, I have a load of work to do. Woody will take me to the airport. Have a nice trip. Arrivederci, goodbye, auf Wiedersehen.
Signore, sir, oh, won't you help me? My poor daughter, she was just a baby. They murdered her.
Look, I'm sorry about this, but I have to leave. There's nothing I can do. I'm very sorry. Come on.
Right.
So long.
Please, sir, I won't waste your time. I'll come with you in the car and tell you the whole story. I know when you've heard it, you'll do something.
Booty, we've still got plenty of time. Let's drive the lady home.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir. You can speak to her friends, to all the people who knew her.
Yes. Here we go.
She spent most of the day in their apartment. Her mother has a job, so she used to stay in and look after her baby brother.
Did you see her leave home the evening she died?
No, I didn't. I guess she slipped out when I wasn't there. I can't always stay on the door every minute.
Gina and I went to school together. I used to wait for her every morning, but she didn't really talk to me. She was very shy. Her best friend was Renata. She's Italian, too.
Do you want to talk to her? It's that girl who's running.
Signora, don't worry. I'll persuade Herr Corper to re-examine the case.
Thank you.
Hey, where do you think you're going, huh?
What's his name?
I don't know. I call him Oddball. He's not mine. He lives across the street. He's got a cute face, huh?
Listen, you were a pal of Gina's?
I only knew her by sight.
That's strange. They told me that you and she were bosom pals.
They told you a load of shit then.
Ah, at your age.
Moralist, huh?
Don't worry about upsetting me. Tell me about Gina.
I told you. I only knew her by sight. So long, moralist.
Come on, we better hurry or you'll be late.
I've got half a mind not to go at all.
What? You're not serious.
You know, I really wouldn't mind taking Carl down a peg or two over this case.
Did you uncover any new facts?
Got a feeling it's fishy.
Then perhaps you should stay.
Impossible. I must be going.
Too bad.
Tell Carl, if he does decide to take up the case again, to talk to Renata. She knows something she's not saying.
Ah, so do most young girls.
Take me to the Prater.
This time of year, nearly everything is closed.
It's even better. Didn't you notice we've got a tail?
No, are you sure?
They picked us up at Signora Tricase's. Over here.
10 shillings?
10 shillings.
Here you are, sir.
Crouch down.
Bullseye, congratulations. Here's your photograph.
Scrap, beat it! Get him!
Let's get out of here. Someone's coming.
He's due in on the London flight at 9:40 p.m. Listen, I'll call you back later. Well, I suppose you got into a fight with Uti.
No, a banana skin, but I'm staying on for another 24 hours. But I'd like to know what you can tell me about the man in this photo. No, that's not him. No, let's see another one. No, keep going. Another one. That's not him either. Wait a minute. That was it. He's the one.
Right. Fritz, bring me file number 2375. Thank you. How, do you like the way I have things organized here?
Oh, it's great. Great. Although down in Rome, I have the files on microfilm, too, so I can run them through along with the mugshot. It saves time, you know.
Yes, I guess it would. You know, I had never even thought of it.
Carl, don't you ever go to the movies?
No.
That's what's wrong. You never see James Bond.
Fritz, do you go to the movies?
No, I only watch him on television.
That explains everything. Run along, Fritz. Now then, his name is Kurt, it says here. Yes, I'm afraid he's a very minor underworld personality. But he's still a pretty slimy kind of sample. Let's see. He's been in jail for indecent exposure, for living off immoral earnings, and on several occasions for sexual assault on minors.
There you are. You said minors. And you still insist that that girl was killed in a traffic accident. You have the fixation, not her mother. Can you explain what that kid was doing so far away from home? A girl like Gina, out by herself at night. And this man was known to assault minors. Has me in his sight. The minute the girl's mother starts begging me to do something about her daughter.
The fact that this Kurt turned up then...
Listen, where do you suppose he hangs out?
No idea, none at all. But one of my contacts on the police force would probably know.
And this friend of yours on the police force, do you think he could get me the autopsy report?
No, the magistrate is that.
How about a copy of it?
I suppose it just might be possible.
You could get it at the morgue, Carl, from the orderly.
Ah, you mean that in Italy...
Oh, hell yes. In Italy, all I have to do is lay a 10 spot on my pal Horace and...
With a 10 spot, you...
Sure.
Oh, here, that's impossible. You need twice as much.
No doubt about it. Death must have been caused by the accident. What's wrong? Don't you agree?
Not what I know. Dr. Zimmer did the autopsy on that kid. I didn't.
Yes, of course. But you did see the body with your experience.
The only thing that counts in here is having a university degree. And I don't have one.
Yes, but you...
Whatever the coroner says is law. And so if Dr. Zimmer decides, write down in the report that she was Virgo intacta, she was Virgo intacta.
But you have reason to think differently. That she had been assaulted.
I have no opinion on the case. Please understand that.
Then we'll have to try to get an order to exhume the cadaver.
I guess you've never heard Dr. Zimmer's nickname. Attila. Whatever he comes across, he destroys. Don't waste your energy. Good afternoon.
Signor Tricasi, Doctor.
How do you do? I can only give you 2 minutes.
I'm the uncle of that girl that was killed in the accident.
Yes, you told me that on the telephone. Please sit down, won't you? What can I do for you?
Well, Doctor, my sister... You remember her, don't you? Gina's mother. Well, she learned that right before the accident, someone tried to rape the kid. It was a stranger she met over at the playground.
Tell your sister she needn't worry. The hymen was absolutely intact.
Yes, but you see, my sister and I want to exhume the body. Of course, I thought you'd better be informed about it if you wanted to reconsider your views.
Apparently you imagine that after 20 years' experience I can't recognize a virgin. I don't object to your exhuming the cadaver, Signor Tricase. Now, if you'll excuse me, your 2 minutes are up.
I guess Attila knows his reputation.
Reputation, you say?
No, it was nothing.
Nurse, will you show this gentleman out?
What a stink. Zimmer, you moron. Which is confirmation that I'm on the right track.
It's really nice to hear that. I'm so happy to be of some use.
Listen, better get me all the information you can on Zimmer, huh? And his friends.
I'd be delighted. I have so much time to waste these days.
Showing up here again.
I was just passing by and thought I'd stop.
That's a pretty smart car. I like it.
How would you like a ride in it?
Not right now. Tomorrow, in 40 Kirchplatz at 5 o'clock.
I got some information on Kurt, the guy who attacked you in the Prater. Right now he's working for a man named Strauss.
Oh, any relation to Waltzing Matilda?
This Strauss is completely unscrupulous and extremely intelligent. He's never been convicted of anything.
What's his line?
Oh, he does lots of things. Among others, he's the owner or frontman of the Queen Anne, one of the best nightclubs here in Vienna.
I see. Very interesting. I think I'll go pay it a visit.
Welcome to the Queen Anne, sir. This way. This must be your first visit.
Yes. But if I'd known what I was missing...
Put it in here, sir.
Put what?
Your car key, naturally. You'll be quite safe there until you come out. Then you can look for it.
There.
Hey! Just a sec.
I think I'll only stay 5 minutes. Yeah. This,
Yes, what'll it be?
a scotch, if you're not too busy.
Of course not. There you are, sir.
Thanks. Hey, what's this?
Your check, sir.
Oh. But I don't pay here.
You don't pay?
No, you see, I'm a friend of Strauss.
That's not enough, sir. I don't believe that in Italy, the friends of Verdi are given free drinks.
But there's a big difference. Verdi never opened a nightclub in his life.
Neither did Strauss. Didn't you know that?
The Strauss who wrote those lovely waltzes didn't. But the one you and I both know did.
I don't get it. But you can have your drink free anyhow, hmm? I'm just crazy about Italians.
You mean you recognize me as Italian?
Only an Italian would drag Strauss into things to avoid paying for a drink.
May I have your attention, please? It gives me great pleasure to present to you, ladies and gentlemen, a truly fabulous entertainer. A unique example of grace and style which combine to transform a striptease act into a work of art. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Bridget.
Don't come back here again. These are your car keys.
Hi. I was nearly giving up hope.
I had to think of an excuse for my mother.
Where to? Anything in mind?
First of all, let's have a little music if you have no objections.
Why should I have any objections?
I don't know, but with grown-ups you can never be sure. Let's go.
Stop here for a bit, huh?
Suits me. It's nice here. But doesn't the seat fall back?
Why?
Don't you want to make love to me?
Sure, but there's no point in rushing things. Something tickling you?
You're all alike, all of you grown-ups. You waste so much time talking about it.
And you kids don't?
We keep it uncomplicated.
What about the first time?
Same thing. It's better that way. I hardly remember the first time.
Oh.
The girls of my age have all done it by now. They even do it for money, too. But I find that revolting. The palace is quite beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But how many times have you done it?
I've only been all the way once, really. But I got real close lots of times. The guys at school think I'm the best of all.
And the older guys?
I keep away from older guys. Sometimes they're dangerous.
I'm an older guy. Doesn't that make me dangerous?
Oh, come on. You're something special. And besides, it's the dirty old men who are dangerous.
Where do you find those?
Come on, get moving. I'll be late for dinner.
Tell me about Gina.
Take me home. It's getting very late.
Did Gina make love often?
Take me home, I said.
You're not fooling me. Who did she go out with? Who did she make love with? Tell me.
Let me out. Let me out of this car.
No. Who were her friends?
I don't know anything. How could I?
You have a damn good idea, I bet. But you won't say. Meantime, your friend is dead.
Take me home immediately, understand? Or I'll scream. And you'll be in jail for rape.
Okay. I'll take you back. Don't worry. Listen, Renata. Keep quiet about our conversation now.
What's the matter? You scared?
Not for me, for you. That girl knows a lot of things. I feel we're getting very near the truth.
In my opinion, you won't get a thing out of her. She's too sly. The only clear lead we've got is Strauss. You have to go back to the Queen Anne and see if anyone has snapped at the bait you left there the other night.
And wind up with a bullet in the brain after the warning I got?
I'm just joking, naturally.
Well, I'm not. Of course, it's taking a risk, but that often works. Needle your adversary. Make him come out in the open.
Ah, here's Uti.
I hope she brought me some good news.
Ah, so you've got my secretary involved in the investigation.
And not only in that.
Hi.
Hi.
Here's the information on Zimmer.
Ah, thanks.
Zimmer leads a pretty good life, even for a successful doctor. He goes to all the smart bars and nightclubs and eats most of his meals at the Savoy.
Where do you take your meals? I mean, would you object if I joined you?
Oh, I'd be delighted.
Aren't you coming along?
We have an old saying here, die Liebe nach der Arbeit. Love comes after work. Understand?
In Italy, love comes first. Excuse me. Has Strauss been asking for me?
Ah, look who's here. What would you like? The usual? Scotch on the house?
I'd prefer Strauss.
Try asking the disc jockey. He serves the waltzes.
I like this joint. Everybody's so clever.
That depends. For example, I'm not. Incidentally, I wasn't at all pleased with your refusal the other night.
Oh, but I don't recall refusing you anything. That would be almost impossible.
Then why didn't you return my scarf?
But I thought that thing was just sort of part of the act.
Instead, it was an invitation, which you chose not to accept.
But I won't refuse it now. Try me.
Too late? Now, it's your turn to invite me.
What if you refuse?
Then, we're even.
But if you refuse, I'm the loser.
Well, in that case, I'm forced to accept.
Right. I really don't see any other way out of it. Come on. I hope you're going to show me your etchings. Well, I guess I'll settle for a scotch.
Excuse me, if you got a light. Huh?
This is no way to treat it. Stop it!
What are you doing here?
How'd I know? What do you want me for?
Get out of Vienna. Nobody wants you here.
Why not? Are you immigration control?
Give him some more.
Hey, no! Hey, wait a minute! Hold on! Let's get things straight. It'll be better for everyone. I'm not some two-bit nobody you can punch whenever you feel like it. Or drop off a bridge on a dark night. Because if anything happens to me, you're all in a lot of trouble. I've got some important contact. Believe me.
You really frightened me.
Well, if you won't listen to reason, don't say I didn't warn you.
And I have a final warning for you, pal. You have 24 hours to get out of Vienna. Take him outside.
Walter, don't hit me again. I had nothing to do with any of this.
They told you to pick me up at the club. Come on, admit it.
Yes, it's true. That's enough, Walter. I was forced to do it. You must believe me.
You could have at least warned me.
No. Strauss said he only wanted to have a few words with you.
Yeah, we had a couple of words. I can still feel them all over.
Listen to me. Strauss is the boss of the Queen Anne.
I'm not interested.
Walter, please stay with me tonight.
Why? Does our story have a sequel?
Yes. But only for us this time.
You'd better be right. Of course I recognized him. It was Strauss that kidnapped Annalisa.
Can I have a light, please?
Thanks. You're welcome.
What has he got to do with Gina's death anyway?
It could be they think you're looking for Annalisa von Schwaben.
No, they can't. I've only been working on Gina's case. Maybe they saw me talking to Renata, and I'm sure there's a hidden connection.
If there is, it's bound to come out. But we need a spy in the enemy camp.
Brigitte.
Do you think von Schwaben would play ball with us, now that we know who kidnapped his daughter?
I don't care whether he will or not. I'm tired of holding the bag. Let's go.
I was forced to lie to you. That was the first warning that I received. Speak to nobody about it. It wasn't difficult to keep the secret. Since my wife died some years ago, I rarely go out. And everybody thinks that my daughter, Annalise, is living abroad now.
How much did they ask you for ransom?
No. That's not what they want. They're a lot more subtle. They demand a guarantee from my bank for a huge financial transaction.
Illegal, I suppose.
Definitely. It will be the end of my banking career. And of many other things.
How much time do they allow you?
I told them it would take until the end of this week to have the necessary documents drawn up and signed by the board.
Then we have time to try.
That's quite true. And it seems worth the risk to try and secure the release of my daughter. But I have to warn you that I will accept on one condition. My only concern is Annalise. I'm not interested in bringing her kidnappers to justice. Nor are you to think of doing so. Is that possible?
Yes, if you want it.
I definitely do.
This way. Oh, sorry.
Thank you, darling.
Why did you choose this restaurant?
Because everybody says it's the best restaurant in Vienna. Everyone who eats here is a big shot. And nothing is too good for you.
Will you excuse me?
Of course.
Tell me about yourself.
I first saw the light of day in a cabin in the far west. In Montana. Our folks was peanut farmers, and there really wasn't much future in it.
Come on, be serious.
I'm being as serious as I know. The fact is, there's nothing very interesting to tell in my life story.
How many women have you made love to before me?
Oh, come on. Brigitte. That's the kind of question a woman might ask her husband.
I'm sorry, but I'm also very curious.
Excuse me, sir, you want on the telephone?
Me?
Yes.
Wonder who it is.
He didn't give a name. It's this way.
Excuse me. Hello? Hello? What kind of a joke is this?
I don't know. One of our clients said to do it.
Who?
He said it was a friend of yours. Dr. Zimmer.
Very impressive clientele here, huh? Don't you think?
No, I don't feel very well. I think that we made love too much today.
You do look a little pale. Would you rather go, my dear?
Oh, no. I'll just go to the ladies' room. I'll be right back.
Would you like to order now, sir?
No, I think I'd better wait for the lady.
So the lady has left the restaurant.
Alone?
No, she went out with Dr. Zimmer.
son of a... It's Wally.
What's up?
Come right over to the subway entrance at Karlsplatz. When you get here, honk your horn and keep your engine running.
Let's get out of here fast. Dare I ask what's going on?
Everything. It's all happening at once. It's the same gang. I got proof tonight.
How did you find out?
I arranged for Brigitte to bump into Zimmer, and they gave themselves away. Now, all we have to do is...
No. All we have to do now is one thing. Go to bed.
Don't you understand? They've already killed Zimmer. They tried to kill me. I should think by this hour they've already gotten rid of Brigitte. And all you can think of is sleeping!
If they've already killed Brigitte, we have no leads to follow.
Well, we could at least look around.
Look around for what? They've killed everyone and left us with our butts dragging. By now there's nobody who can lead us to them.
I have an idea.
So the best thing is to go to bed, hmm?
We still have one lead. Scream then.
You're hurting me. Stop it.
You realize that Gina was killed, or don't you?
She was hit by a car. It was an accident. Just an accident. Nobody killed her.
That's what they told you. Listen, Renata. Tell me everything, or they may kill you next.
I only found out later that lots of girls my age have had the same experience. Brigitte is an evil woman. She frightens me. Even so, the first time I saw her, she seemed like a goddess. She was incredibly beautiful, all dressed in white. She got out of her car and walked right past me, then into the jewelry store. I knew I was going to be late for school, but I was fascinated and I couldn't take my eyes off her. There aren't any women as beautiful as her around where I live, or any jewelers either. She was the one who started talking and spoke to me like an old friend. Asked me if I liked jewelry and why I wasn't at school. Mentioning school brought me down to earth. I was terribly late. Brigitte offered to give me a lift. When I got there, the superintendent wouldn't let me in. He said it was too late and to go home. Then Brigitte invited me to her house. That's how it all began. Came to pick me up after school. Bit by bit, she got to know all my classmates. One day, she asked me to introduce her to Gina.
Did she ever see Gina again?
Only once, according to Brigitte.
When?
On the very day Gina was killed. Brigitte told me she tried to get Gina to do it, too. But Gina was frightened and ran away.
What did she want with you today?
She wanted to know if I'd spoken to anyone about Gina. She was referring to you. She even slapped me in the car.
How did you answer her?
I told her I hadn't spoken to anyone. But I don't think she believed what I told her. She was in a terrible temper, absolutely furious.
Do you know these two?
No, who are they?
Their names are Strauss and Kurt. You ever heard of them before?
No?
Tell me, was it her apartment that you went to?
A big house. I don't know where, because whenever we drove there, she made me duck down behind the seat. On account of the neighbors, so she said.
But you remember what it's like, the general area it's in?
It was a very strange house, quite unusual. And I think the area was the Wienerwald. Just let me think. The outside was all painted white. But I'm afraid that's all I can tell you. I really couldn't see much from where I was hiding.
Listen to me carefully. Brigitte may get in touch with you. If she does, call me at this number. Immediately, understand?
Sure, you bet.
The message came by mail today. They want $5 million in cash. This afternoon. I've already been to the bank to withdraw it.
Something must have happened to your daughter.
And they've altered their plans, apparently.
Yes, if Annalise's condition were deteriorating, that would explain their haste.
When's the appointment?
I'm very sorry. I can't tell you.
Maybe we'll save her yet.
How?
I think I know where she is. We'll have to act fast, though.
I feel so uneasy. I'm very confused. I mustn't do anything foolish now. I'll pay them the money.
Are you sure that will save her life?
No. And that's the only reason I could authorize you to act. I made it a point on your last visit that I had no desire to catch these criminals. As you no doubt recall. But if my daughter is dead, I will give you carte blanche as soon as I know the truth.
Hello? Yes? It's for you.
Yes?
At the foot of Kirche in 5 or 10 minutes.
Renata! Poor kid was murdered. She was almost 14. Just a little younger than your daughter.
Why murder her? What's the motive?
She was going to show me where Annalise is, so they shut her up. Permanently. It's up to you now.
What can I do? How can I help?
Tell me where you're handing over the money. Otherwise, it'll be too late. Annalise! Annalise, you all right? Let's get going. Annalise! Hey, come on, quit kidding. Wake up. Annalise.
Here's the cash.
Surprised?
It's you.
Thought you could pull it off, huh?
If it hadn't been for Strauss, I would have made it. Walter, that's a lot of money. We could have a great time spending it together.
Strip.
I've been through all of this, so I don't have to take my clothes off anymore.
Strip, I told you.
Is this enough? Or do you want me to go all the way?
All the way.
What are you going to do?
I would never have believed that that's a murderer's face. Why did you kill Annalise?
I didn't know. It's not my fault. We had to fill her with tranquilizers.
Just look at you. You look magnificent. You've reached the peak of perfection. Simply because when you were 14, no one raped you and ran you down in a car.
Oh, no! No!
Take a look at what I found.
I had to kill that vile woman. And not only because she murdered Annalisa, because she lured me into a shameful and degrading situation by seizing on a temporary weakness in an otherwise moral life. She led me to understand that Gina was experienced, a real expert. Unfortunately, the child had a serious hemorrhage and became frightened. She threatened to tell her mother everything.
And they had to kill her?
Yes. But I was not aware before I read about it in the newspapers. I was prepared then for blackmail. However, I had no intention of giving in. I would take my own life if necessary. But I didn't succeed. I drove my car into a tree at high speeds, but unfortunately I survived.
I suppose that was when they turned to your daughter.
Yes. They came to the hospital and said they were going to kill her, or worse. So I submitted to their request.
You realize it's my duty to...
That pill I took was cyanide. In many cases, dying is easier than living. I've chosen the easy way out.
Meine Damen und Herren, der Expresszug Romulus von Rom mit Kurswagen von Venedig und Villach mit der Planankunft um 21:25 Uhr fährt auf Gleis 19 ein. Bitte Vorsicht.
Wally! Wally!
What is it?
I forgot to tell you all about the big surprise.
You're in love?
They've asked me to investigate a case, and you'll never guess where. In Rome? I'll need all the help I can get from you and your organization. Isn't that great?
Yes, that would be marvelous, but...
Is anything wrong?
It sure is. I mean, well, that is... Well, I suppose I have to tell you. I've also got a big surprise, see?
Oh?
I'm transferring to New York. And I'll tell you a secret. My agency has been taken over.
But who by?
The CIA.